Today, we're going to go through some fantasy books with romantic subplots, meaning that there is a much larger emphasis on the plot and the fantasy elements than the romance. But in my opinion, the romantic aspects of these books do add so much to the story. Starting out with my favorite example of this, we have The Jasad Heir by Sarah Hashem. This story follows our FMC, who is the hidden heir to the destroyed magical city of Jasad. And Jasad was destroyed by none other than our MMC's father. So yeah, like, safe to say they're true enemies because the MMC's father literally decimated her entire kingdom and murdered all the people in it, including her entire family. Our FMC ends up having to make a bargain with our MMC in order to save her life and potentially save the lives of the remaining Jasadi people. And of course, he doesn't realize who she is and what she is trying to do. And so begins our tale full of political intrigue and absolutely epic fantasy elements that definitely take the forefront. However, the romantic aspects of this story literally made me giggle and kick my feet as if I was a teen fangirl. It was perfect. Everything about this was absolutely spectacular. The Third Ring by Anne Horton is a dystopian fantasy with a romantic subplot that actually adds to the dystopian themes that the author is trying to make, unlike some other books that I have had the displeasure of enduring. In this story, we have a society ruled by class systems, and the only way to potentially move up your station in life is to enter a set of trials that have not been won in 1,000 years. So when you enter these trials, the trials, like the gods who are behind the trials, they pair you with who is supposed to be your absolute utter equal. So our FMC enters, and she is from one of the poorest rings, and she gets paired with our MMC, who is from the wealthiest 1% and a legacy family at that as well. So obviously this causes quite the stir. This series has exceptional societal, political, economic, and religious commentary, and it even weaves in conversations about the production of goods and imports and how easily history is rewritten. The Spirit Bears Its Teeth by Andrew Joseph White is one of my favorite books of all time, and this YA gothic horror takes place during the Victorian era in England, except in this version of the world, people with purple eyes are able to see and communicate with the other side, and our MMC is an autistic trans boy with purple eyes. After one too many mistakes, our MMC is sent by his family to a sanatorium for sick girls, but when he arrives at the sanatorium, he is immediately haunted by the ghosts of girls that have gone missing. There is a small romantic subplot in this story that genuinely moved me to tears. Like, even thinking about it now, my heart is warm and like overrun with feelings of love because though these characters face such immense horrors, the pure love and acceptance that was found through this relationship is something that will stick with you for the rest of your life. Finally, we have a book that is not out yet, but it will be out soon, so mark your calendars. We have Year of the Mer by L.D. Lewis, and this is actually a dark Little Mermaid reimagining that follows Ariel's granddaughter dealing with the political ramifications of Ariel's decision to live on land. This book is extremely politically focused, and it explores how Ariel's choice led to upheaval, war, destruction, and turmoil, both in the kingdoms on land as well as her kingdom in the sea. And our FMC is being forced to deal with the vengeance she feels towards those who have wronged her and her family because of this, so much so that she may even make a bargain with an infamous sea witch. Now, I adored the romance in this story because our FMC and her girlfriend, who is basically her fiance, have known each other since they were children, and they have essentially been together since that time as well. So it was extremely refreshing to have a stable, secure relationship and see how the pair navigated these really difficult instances and navigate this conflict that was occurring, especially because they did not agree with each other on how to go about all the things that were going on in this book. Let me know if you guys want more recs like these because I have plenty more where this came from.